What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another update notes review. And today we have 10.9 bonus balance. It was uploaded 6 hours ago and should be live by tomorrow. So very quick and similar to that. I think this is going to be a very quick bonus balance, even quicker than the other ones. I think for the most part everything is balanced. Or well, I shouldn't say balanced, but there are a lot of things that are not overwhelmingly overpowered. Generally speaking, there are a few gods that they recently buffed that are kind of ridiculous, and I think that's sort of what they're going for in this one. There are still other gods that I think still need some changes, I'll say. But I scanned through it, and it's a relatively short one, so this will be a short video. I'll go over the things, and then if I remember, there were a couple gods that I do still think need nerfs, and we'll go from there. So as always, the link to this will be in the description down below if you want to take a look at it yourself. But with that out of the way, let's get into it. So nice skin. All right, so the first thing we have in Conquest is the Verdant Spirit Tome. I believe this is either it's the green one, which I believe gives you more health. I think all the colors are they go with the buff. So with red buff, I believe you get lifesteal. Blue buff, I think you get cooldown, and then you get protections with yellow, I think. And then I think the green one gives you health, I believe, and then I can't remember. The purple one gives you something else. I think attack speed, maybe. I can't remember exactly, but they all go with their buff camps. So I think this is one of them. I think it's either it's the green one. I don't really know, but they're changing it from 10% to 8%, which is fine. Nothing really significant there. I do think when it comes to recipes, I think Bao either needs to get a nerf or the other recipes need to get a buff, because when you think about all the recipes, the only ones that you really want to go is Bao and Gooseberries. Those are your two. The other three, the jungle one, the solo one, and the support one, they're very underwhelming. And you'll see a bunch of other like support, even solo lane going Bao just because it's better. You'll actually see the jungle go Bao too. I've actually been going Bao, so they do need to fix that, which I don't think they're going to. Let's see what they say. Recipes have been a welcome to addition. Voraciously. The other recipes will be visited in the main patch for extra garnish. However, the outlier lies. Okay, so they're gonna do something with the main update coming up soon, I suppose. All right, so let's go into the gods here. Apollo has been a menace. He's been seeing a resurgence. Same with Cherno and Arachne. Arachne is one of them that has been a menace. I don't think Arachne is getting nerfed. Arachne has skyrocketed to the front, seeing as her stun is basically, instead of using 3 autos, it's 2. And essentially on Arachne, you're building attack speed, so it's basically just a stun right off the bat. But let's see, Apollo's increasing mana for his ult from 10 to 40. Jesus Christ. So 30 extra mana, and actually you're gaining 5 more mana per level too. So yeah, one thing about Apollo is his split pushing ability. When they nerfed, or when they buffed this, he was able to just split push whenever he wanted to, on top of the other buffs that he had. So this is definitely good. It's a lot. But Apollo wasn't really ever in the meta this season, I believe. He's been in the meta before, but it's refreshing sort of to see Apollo, but all of his buffs made him really disgusting. So this is absolutely, I hate the split pushing Apollo thing, so maybe this will stop it a little bit more. Or make you build Transcendence on this guy, because this was a ridiculous 10. Kabrakin, so this is just 2 refraction shields, decreasing mana per hit from 10 to 30 to 10 to 26. Okay, so Instead, let's see if you get like a whole wave, a whole 6 minions. Instead of getting 180, you're getting 100 and hold on, let me do the math. I believe that's 156. I'm doing that right. 6 times 12, or 6 times 6, 36. 6, 3, 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3. Yeah, 156. So I believe that's 156. So we're going down from 180 to 156. And to be fair, Kabrakan has actually been another god that's been seeing a resurgence, and he's disgusting with his new changes with his tremors, which is now getting an increased cooldown from 3 seconds to 4 seconds. So just a small tweak. He wasn't like the most OP. He still is disgusting because he's broken. But yeah, just a small tweak for him, and I think this is definitely all right. I'm fine with this. Hebo, I absolutely despise Hebo, especially in the jungle role for Conquest. I hate seeing him. He has some very obvious counters. As long as you just lock him down, he shouldn't really be much of a problem. But when you don't, he just runs the map. So Water Cannon, I believe they were talking about this with Bao, and his ability to use not only the cooldown shard, and Bao. You're basically getting like 3 of these off at once. So I'm always fine with this. Hebo has one of the most unique kits in the game, seeing as all of his abilities are basically ultimates. They basically do all the amount of damage he does is basically equivalent to just all ultimates, to be honest. And so this is absolutely fine with me. There used to be like a 2-second cooldown if I'm not mistaken at one point. So increasing it 1 is fine by me. Alright, Marty, this is his 3. Let's see, is he getting a buff or a nerf? Decreased duration from 180 to... Okay, so this is a nerf. Another Marty nerf. What is this, the 11th in a row? 12th in a row? Who's counting? And then increase cooldown from 25 to 15 to 25 to 21. Jesus. They really want to... I mean... To be fair, Marty is still good. I think Marty is starting to level out. I don't know if it's because people are seeing how many nerfs they're giving to Marty, and so they're just like, you know what? I don't really want to play him anymore. He's still really good. Obviously, he's not going to be as good as he once was after the 12th nerf here. This is a lot. But to be fair, also, as an ability-based god, you're building cooldown with like Fail Not and Trans, so and Soul Eater actually, so you're getting 40% cooldown, so this shouldn't affect you too much. This right here might affect you a little bit, but his 3, especially in Joust, was absolutely annoying. You just see 3 bushes in front of you and you're just like, great, they're just invisible in front of me. They're probably casting something I can't even see, setting shit up, and I can't even see. I remember I had an Athena and a Marty, and their Athena would dash in without even knowing she was really there. We knew she was there, but we didn't know when the fuck she was gonna, like, so it is annoying as hell. So I'm fine with this as well. Marty, like I said, is still a good god, not as good as he once was. And I don't know if it's a psychological thing where they're just like, people are just like, I don't want to play him as much. But if you play him still, he's still very good. Pele has jumped onto the scene with her ult change as well as her 1, now adding fuel to her passive with her 3, basically letting you have your 3 on forever. They added a little bit, I think they added an extra auto for her ult, doing more damage overall, but decreased the damage slightly. But she has been a menace too, in Conquest specifically. Joust, she's not that great. I don't think she ever will be with her kit. But yeah, Pele definitely needed a little bit of a... I didn't even think she needed a buff. So when they buffed her, she's in a place where she's basically a powerhouse. She one-shots, she dives, she gets some kills, or she just trades for kills. That's basically her kit for late game. Early game, she's a menace. She does what the fuck she wants because she's Pele. That's it. We didn't need to... If you wanted to change how the dynamics of her kit go and the overall gameplay of her, then you should just change her kit, not buff it like that. To that point, she just was good anywhere during the game. There was no caveats to her. She was just good every part of the game. So They're decreasing the fuel return from 5 and leveling it up with your 1 to just 5 at all ranks, which hasn't been a thing to begin with. So the fact that she even gets fuel is already a win. So this is whatever. She's still going to be busted. Unless they change something in the main patch, which I don't think they will. Pele is still going to be your top jungler. Or one of them at least. Sun Wukong has been needing a nerf. This man is the safest, most annoying solo laner in the existence of Smite, man. I hate how easy he is to play and how safe he is. He's just the most ungankable god. He uses his 3 to run away, and if you don't have, and if he doesn't have his 3 up, he ults away. And even if he doesn't have his 3 or ult away, he usually buys beads, blink. So he has beads as well as blink. So you just don't die with this man. And his pressure and damage late game, early game, and middle game is just really good. So this is his 2, I believe. Yeah, because decreased attack speed from 35 to 30. Yeah, this is his 2. And they increased his cooldown from 1. This isn't going to do anything to him. So if you're a Wukong main, this doesn't mean anything to you. So these are like most of the gods that definitely needed a nerfs, but I think they needed to go a little bit more heavy on them, especially Wukong, especially Pele. Mario's fine. Hebo's fine. And Bracken's fine. Apollo's fine, actually. Now that I think about it, most of these gods are fine. Just the 2 that I'm talking about are Sun Wukong and Pele that need it. I'm more talking about Arachne needs a nerf. I don't know about Cherno. Cherno probably needs like a slight tweak. He's very good now with crit, fail not, crusher, and stuff like that. So he definitely needs a little bit of a tweak. Outside of that, I can't really think of a lot. Outside of the recipes, I'm trying to think of gods. Ares. Oh my god. They need to fix Ares, dude. He did not need 2 buffs. He was already fine where he was. They need to revert the cooldowns to his 1 or some shit. And then they added so many things to his 2. They added just a flat 30% CDR as well as attack speed. Or attack speed damage. I can't remember. Or auto attack damage. I can't remember. They did something with auto attacks. That man is broken. You have infinite chains. You do so much damage. You don't even build anything. Plus, with his passive, you just build things like Gauntlet or things that have like a I can't remember, an aura, and you just get more damage. He needs a nerf. But outside of that, I can't think of any other gods. But they are there. Overall, not really too much of anything. I mean, it's a small patch. I guess I wanted to go over a couple things that I've been also thinking about and feeling about these certain gods. So that's basically what it was. Recipes need to change. Recipes have been fun, to be honest. So I'm really glad that they added that. Usually when they add shit, it's like cool, but it's kind of gimmicky. Recipes are pretty cool. I like them. Not really gimmicky. They actually have like an impact. At least the gooseberries and bow does. Hopefully they buff the other 3 and make them more significant. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Very short, like I said. This will be up tomorrow, the patch. And then, yeah. If you guys like the content, comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this was... I mean, there's really nothing much here. Maybe, what do you guys think overall about the 10.9 patch together? Is my question, if you have anything at all. But other than that, that's all I got for you. So, thank you guys for watching.